What would happen if we detonated the strongest nuclear bomb humanity ever built at the deepest point on Earth? Would it create megatsunamis, shatter continents, throw the planet off its orbit? The answer might shock you. Nothing catastrophic happens. Not even close. In fact, the planet barely notices. And that's a story worth exploring. The Mariana Trench is 11 kilometers deep. So deep that if you dropped Mount Everest into it, it would still be underwater. At this depth, the pressure is over 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level. That's like having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. The trench is a massive underwater valley where tectonic plates meet, creating extreme pressure, darkness, and mysterious deep-sea creatures we still barely understand. And this is where we drop the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever detonated. Tsar Bomba was tested in 1961 by the Soviet Union. Its explosion was so powerful, its shockwaves circled the Earth 3 times. To give perspective, it was 50 megatons, or 3,800 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Imagine a fireball bigger than a city forming instantly at the bottom of the ocean. Theoretically, it's terrifying, but the ocean has a say in this story. Here's where physics gets fascinating. Water is almost incompressible. At the Mariana Trench's depth, it resists the expansion of the fireball. Instead of expanding endlessly, the fireball collapses under the pressure, then expands again, then collapses again. This process forms giant bubbles that slowly rise to the surface, dispersing energy throughout the water column. In short, the trench absorbs most of the bomb's power. This is similar to cavitation, when bubbles form and collapse in high-pressure liquids, like near a ship's propeller, but on a massive apocalyptic scale. You might think, surely 50 megatons underwater would create a tsunami to rival any natural disaster. But most energy never reaches the surface. Water's resistance spreads and absorbs the explosion. By the time it reaches the top, the waves are small, not planet-shattering. No coastlines vanish. No continents crack. The ocean itself acts as a shield. Even earthquakes or volcanoes barely notice this. Tectonic forces release energy millions of times greater than a nuclear bomb. The Earth is a massive, self-stabilizing machine. A human weapon, no matter how powerful, is a mere whisper in comparison. For context, the 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan released energy equivalent to 600 million Hiroshima bombs. That's nature reminding us who's boss. To grasp scale, the energy from Tsar Bomba is tiny compared to a medium asteroid impact. Even the combined yield of all nuclear weapons on Earth today is a fraction of what the planet experiences naturally. Hurricanes, volcanoes, earthquakes, tidal forces. Nature doesn't notice humans. Our weapons don't rewrite its laws. The Mariana Trench is home to bizarre life forms that survive under extreme pressure, cold, and darkness. If a bomb went off here, most of these creatures would survive. Life at this depth is adapted to cosmic levels of pressure, not a nuclear explosion. In a way, the trench is a natural shield, quietly enduring forces that would devastate us at the surface. This teaches a humbling lesson. The most powerful weapon humans ever built is nothing against the planet itself. Tsar Bomba, despite its size, is microscopic in Earth's energy ledger. The planet doesn't bend, break, or pause for us. Our notion of power is only meaningful on human scales. What if we detonated such a bomb somewhere else? On the Moon, it might crack the surface. On Mars, it might trigger local seismic activity. On Earth's oceans? Almost nothing. Understanding scale helps us respect nature, curiosity, and physics simultaneously. The Mariana Trench is a reminder of our insignificance and resilience. Humanity's greatest destructive force can't even make a dent in the largest ocean. And yet, our curiosity pushes us to imagine, explore, and understand. That's the real power we have. Knowledge, not destruction. So next time you hear about the strongest bomb ever built, remember, even at the bottom of the ocean, it changes almost nothing. But what if we detonated it in space? On another planet? Or a supermassive star? Those questions are still waiting to be answered. Subscribe for more mind-blowing explorations. Mindloom, where the impossible meets science.